EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here we go. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher. Suddenly
it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
On second down, here's Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
11, Tommy.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 empty. 11 empty.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion left is Wilson. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
19, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Time.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
I'm one, right?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Off play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Back to throw now on first down. That is incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12. Cut. 11. Cut.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there,
On 1, ready?
but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11,
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now Burrow changing things up here.
First down, Cincinnati.
11 empty. 11 empty. Stop.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers... at their own 13-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement for those last 2 plays. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right.
Touchdown! Michael Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's got Smith here, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
12.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
And the Bengal first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's out right at the 25. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Hey, smash. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Escapes this, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Highsmith just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. Hammering for the goal line. He loses loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go.
He's got a man complete. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL.